Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have some exciting Monster High news to talk about from our first look reveal at the new G3 Robecca Steam Core doll, updates on the re-release of the Grady Twins new upcoming December release on Mattel Creations, updates also on G3 Skelita's Core doll, and more, so stay tuned, subscribe, and let's get into it. Okay, let's first talk about the re-release of the iconic Grady Twins SKULLECTOR 2-pack. They are officially dropping once again on Mattel Creations on November 13th, and the price point is $100 for this 2-pack. I'm pretty sure that's definitely more than what they used to cost in the first run. I think the first release for them, the pricing was like 60, 70 US dollars. I really don't think it was $100, but either way now they're going to be costing around 100 US dollars, of course not including shipping. And if you are an international fan, depending on your currency, it will very likely be more than 100 US dollars. It's obviously it varies, but basically it's a lot of money, and I mean it's definitely cheaper than if you had to pay a scalper price, obviously. So this is exciting because for many reasons, obviously, because this kind of opens up the possibility of Mattel re-releasing the It Pennywise collector doll, and that's really like the doll that so many people like. She's a grail, she's so expensive, and she goes like for 1,000 plus, like, which is insane. Girl, it's insane prices for these two first releases, and so it's kind of a big deal that the Grady Twins are getting re-released, and now they're priced at I mean, still 100 is a lot, but compared to the scalper prices, it's better. It's definitely, it makes it look cheap compared to those prices, right? So this is kind of a huge deal. So maybe like one day for the anniversary of It movies, they might re-release Pennywise, or they might do a new version of Pennywise, or maybe they'll also re-release Greta Gremlin for the when the third movie of the Gremlins comes out, because that's also been recently announced that we're getting a third Gremlins movie. So if that ever comes out, in a couple years, we might get a re-release of Greta Gremlin. So, this opens up a lot of possibilities that Mattel might re-release older SKULLECTOR dolls, especially those that were really hard to get and sold out way too quickly. Will I get this 2-pack? Again, 100 for me is a lot, and let's just remember November 12th just happened, and we had the release of the Huntrix 3-pack, for K-pop Demon Hunters, and I'm gonna make a whole video talking about Barbie news and that release as well. But basically, they sold out. So I got them in time, and that was 150, and my currency was like 160 something. And I also recently got the Van Gogh Barbie from the Museum of Modern Arts collaboration, and she was 160. So you can see I spent a lot of money recently. So I don't think I will get this 2-pack. It's very tempting because they are coming out at this price point, which is cheaper than scalper prices, but I was fine not having them. They're cute, but I don't have an attachment to the movie of The Shining. I've never seen the movie. I should, but I have never seen it. So I don't have a pre-established connection or attachment to the Grady Twins as characters, or to the iconography, or right, I don't have that kind of connection. So to me, these two dolls I really see them just as dolls themselves, and on top of, I don't have like a connection to the movie and the Grady Twins themselves as characters. Also, the designs are very simple, and they're twins, so I'm basically paying $100 for the same doll twice, just a minor expression difference in the face screening, and to me that's just, I don't like them enough. At least with a recent other kind of twins 2-pack release with the Us 2-pack. They're also kind of twins, whatever. No spoilers, but if you've seen the movie, they're kind of also twins. At least they have different outfits on. At least they look different and they look unique. But the Grady Twins, obviously, and again, it's from the movie, so I'm not saying that like they should have changed it, but it's a re-release. It's from the movie. It's accurate design wise, but I'm saying like design wise, these are just the same doll twice, basically. Again, minor difference in the expression on the face, but that's it. Also, the only other difference on the actual packaging is a sticker that says second release. Everything else is the same. No more accessories. Like the dolls look the same. The packaging is the same accessories. The quality is probably the exact same as well. I mean, well, we shall see. Hopefully it is the same and not worse. But yeah, so for me, will I get them? I don't know. I know it will sell out again, So for me, it's more of like it's not as much of a, like, do I like them kind of thing. It's more of like should I get them now? Because FOMO, and I don't want to pay so much for them for scalper prices. It's more of like a, FOMO thing, I guess, if I want to get them. But purely design-wise, I just think they're simple dolls, and I just, again, I have no attachment. I have no real connection. So to me, it wouldn't make sense, I feel, to get them, aside for, again, that they are such a statement item to have, and such a, such a thing, like, oh, look, right, like, it's a grail thing. It's like, these are such popular dolls. It's like, oh, right, it's kind of like a statement thing. So I don't know, but what do you think? Do you have them already? Or if you don't, are you also kind of like on the fence about getting them with this second release? For me, it's the price point. If they were 70 or 80, 85, it would have been better. But no, they're 100, which makes it 100 plus in my currency plus shipping. And I don't know, girl. Moving on, we now know we're getting at least one last release this year for Monster High on Mattel Creations, and it's happening on December 4th, as we can see here with the listing on the Mattel Creations UK website. So what could this be? Let's remember, the Alien SKULLECTOR doll came out of nowhere. Literally, we didn't know she was happening. There were no leaks. Like, that project was sealed tight. So if an Alien SKULLECTOR can come out of left field and no one knows about it, then I do feel like there might be another SKULLECTOR release that is coming that we also know nothing about. But what could it be? Again, I'm not sure. Could it really be like a Stranger Things collaboration with the final season coming out throughout November, December? It could be Stranger Things related. It would make sense. But it could also be literally anything else. It could be a Predator collaboration, which would make sense with the Alien collaboration, but I don't think there's an anniversary for Predator recently, so it would just be, I mean, it could happen, but there would be no reason, The Coraline SKULLECTOR is happening, but it's in spring of next year for sure, like February, so it's not coming yet. So it's not that, but what could it be? It could be the Morticia from Wednesday Netflix, that doll. It could be that, but she was supposed to also come out next year and not this year. So again, there's options, but I'm not really sure legitimately like what this could be. It could be just a surprise collector collaboration that we know nothing about. And I'm hoping that's what it is, that we just don't know what it is. And it's just going to take us by surprise. And I like that, because it kind of sucks to always know what's happening and what's coming out. So I don't mind. I like to be surprised. So if the Alien SKULLECTOR could happen without anyone knowing about it and no leaks, then yeah. This December 4th release could be very exciting as well. Moving on to G3 news, we have updates on G3 Skelita's core doll on Entertainment Earth. She was up for pre-order. She might still be available, but this was, I saw this a couple days ago, so I'm not sure if it's still like available right now on Entertainment Earth. But yes, she was up for pre-order there on the website, and apparently the actual ship date is like January of 2026. So it does seem that Skelita's official release is sometime December, January, even perhaps sometime November, as we can see here on Smith's Toys UK. She's already available right now, so, and it's November, so it does seem that in some stores she should be available by the end of November on Amazon as well. But it will vary, obviously. It will vary, so just keep that in mind, also depending on where you live, of course. But yeah, basically Skelita is coming very soon, and it's exciting because she looks so amazing, and I definitely cannot wait to get her because she is top tier, like undeniably. Now we also have some more real life pictures by user ZWB521_ on Instagram. They were able to get 2 Skelita dolls here, and of course one of them they unboxed, and they also rerouted the unboxed one. So the one you see here on screen right now that is unboxed with the side part and the orange, that is rerouted. The Skelita that most people will get, the manufactured one, will have a middle part, so just keep keep that in mind. That's the reroute that they did with the side parts. But yeah, the packaging looks good. It's weird, we still don't have a stock photo of her in the packaging, but she looks great in person. In real life, you know, I definitely just, the pictures really make her look amazing, and I'm very curious about what her durability will be like for the new skeleton limbs, you know, because obviously, you know, it's a brand new body sculpt basically, so that is very interesting. And then yes, we also had the first look reveal at G3 Robecca Steam's core doll, releasing apparently sometime in spring of 2026. Now again, we already have the first stock photo here, and it's November, so it wouldn't be much of a stretch saying that she might be also releasing early by the end of December of this year. So while she's supposed to be officially releasing worldwide sometime in spring of next year, I'm pretty sure some people will be able to get her early by the end of December. They always do. People always find a way. So, but yeah, for now we only have one stock photo of her, and that's the photo of her in the packaging. But honestly, I'm blown away. She looks so good. Especially comparing her to G1 Robecca, but we'll go in depth into that in a second. She looks so good. But remember also the like Robecca Steam G3 leak that came out a while ago, and we all thought, oh, it's fake. I thought it could be real, but people were like, no, it's fake. I feel so validated right now because apparently the artwork is actually kind of real. So I'm like, oh, I'm not crazy. Yay. So the artwork does seem to be real because, you know, it does match the doll to a T. Like it's all there. Even the purse shaping is the exact same. So that does also kind of like make it more, basically, you know, the artwork being real basically confirms that we are in fact getting for sure G3 Rochelle and River sticks. Sometime in 2026, we'll have more information about those two characters also getting their own G3 core dolls. They're coming. You know, Skelita, Robecca, both those dolls are coming now in G3. So Rochelle and River sticks, that's happening for sure too. Like, it's happening. Oh my god, and I'm so excited to see Rochelle because we had Venus, now we have Robecca and Rochelle. Oh my god, we need her so bad. But yeah, so G3 Robecca core doll, she looks amazing. The descriptions we had a while back as well are very accurate. You know, she has these like poofy white sleeves attached to her shirt. Obviously, that's not like a jacket. I do feel like, you know, overall, if I had like one complaint, is that she could use a jacket or like just some kind of sleeves, like long sleeve jacket, something, because the original Robecca, you know, she had like a pleather kind of, you know, short jacket situation that was separate from the shirt, and here the shirt is just one piece, and then we have shorts that are separate, and then the cage skirt is separate, but you know, that's still a very simple outfit. I kind of wish she had like a jacket or just something else around her arms, but the white poofy sleeves are cute. They're kind of, you know, I like it. It's like a different kind of vibe. We don't really see Rochelle. We don't really see Robecca a lot with whites. Usually it's usually like black or, you know, browns, blues obviously, but not a lot of white. So her wearing this like, you know, poofy white sleeves, like it's really cute. Actually, I like the larger cage skirt piece. That's really nice. It has obviously like a ton of details molded on. Speaking of, her entire body sculpt here is probably modified to have all these new molded on details to look like panels and obviously bolts and stuff. So that's gonna be very fun to discover all those details on the new body sculpt. And her hands, the rocket boots are basically the exact same like G1. Even Captain Penny is adorable, and they kind of look like an LPS, you know, like a little pet shop. So really cute. The hairstyle is a little different. It's a middle part with more like a high ponytail kind of like situation going on. You know, like half up, half down. Also important to note is that I guess the main color difference here is the cooler blues that are used here on her design. Robecca originally had more of like a darker blue, and here there's still like a dark blue, but it's also kind of mixed in with like a pastel blue situation as well. I don't mind the lighter blues mixed in. I think it, you know, makes her look different and definitely more unique than G1 Robecca. It makes her stand out, you know, so she's similar but not, she's also different enough, so I do appreciate that. I just think her face I love the face. She has like this wonderful expression with the eyebrow, like one being raised. Yeah, honestly, I think she's a really strong doll. I just feel like, again, she could have used like a jacket or just something else. She feels incomplete somehow. I don't know where, why, how, but like some gloves would have been really nice. Like some black gloves, like with some chain or some, you know, like belts, loops situation, like some belt buckles, like in copper, like just something like that. Some mesh sleeves would have been, I feel like, really a nice addition. And of course, yes, I do have to compare her to G1 Robecca here. Design wise, they are similar. Like I mentioned, the dark blues are just more present in G1 Robecca. G3 Robecca just has more of like again, like those light blues mixed in. The boots are the same, the purse is the same, they both have goggles, they both have a cage skirt piece. Obviously G3 Robecca's cage skirt is larger. The main difference here is the middle part. For new Robecca, older Robecca has a side part. Again, like these shorts we have for G3 Robecca, G1 Robecca has a skirt. And then, yeah, the sleeves are different. G3 has white poofy sleeves. G1 has the kind of like pleather sleeves that are separate. They're like a little jacket piece. So I don't know, design-wise, they're both good. I don't really have a favorite. I think they're both good. So it's kind of weird. Usually you have a favorite. Usually with these G3 core dolls, when compared to G1, you can very clearly tell right away that, oh, one looks better, one looks a little bit less good, right? But here, prime example, I think Robecca was just done really well. Like her design translated well. It's still her. It's still clearly her. Like her essence is very much here. But just G3, you know, it's just the G3 version of her. It's like a new version of her, but it's still very her. So honestly, I have no complaints. Again, aside for like a jacket or some sleeves, honestly, like, yeah, she's really good. She's really strong. And I like her more than Skelita, you know, Skelita's G3 core doll? Probably not, just because G3 Skelita is so good. But, you know, Robecca here still 8. Like, they're both really good additions to the new lineup for 2026. Anyway, that was all of the Monster High news we had for today, but what do you think? Let me know down below, and I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and please consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're interested. Become an official cutie and support the channel that way if you're able to, of course, no pressure, and so you do not miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time stay peachy. Kisses.